Hey everybody, welcome to Beers with Braveheart, the beer cast with good suds and best buds. I'm joined again today by my best bud, Will.
Hey, thanks for having me. I just want to take a moment to thank Jesus.
Ain't nobody got time for that because we're drinking the New Belgium Citradelic Tangerine IPA. Praise Moses. Whoa. There's a lot going on here. Wow.
I'm incredibly interested in your review of this beer and how you feel about this.
Yeah. It's tasty, I think. This is going to sound really weird. It smells like Taco Bell to me. Like, not Taco Bell food.
Like the
like
restaurant.
Inside a Taco Bell. Which is perfect. It's making me hungry for Taco Bell.
Yeah, we should get Taco Bell after this.
Where are the bottles? That's it.
Shit.
That's okay.
You know what's really cool about the magic of editing?
I can snap my fingers and have bottles just like that. Whoa. Huh. There was two places that could have been, and that was the more comfortable one.
And it took 3 beers to pour these.
Huh. Hell yeah. Who you fighting?
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man. How you like this beer?
It's pretty tasty. I like it, actually. I'm trying to parcel out, like, what it is.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff.
It's very complex. This is my my favorite memory from Woodbury. This beer. No, that's not true. Oh, Morty.
This beer?
So, when I worked in the DFL, the Digital Fabrication Lab, we'd stay up late. Sorry. Morty, not true. We can't really explain it, I guess, because it was against the rules, but we'd stay late sometimes. And to stay late, we'd have to have something to lubricate our late staying activities.
Your creativity.
Yes.
Well.
With beer. So we went to 7-Eleven. There was one 7-Eleven across the street. And that's where we got like all of our food.
Yeah.
All of our everything once the cafeteria closed.
Whoa.
But
Ooh.
they had this
I'm proud of
beer,
myself for that one.
like a little 6-pack just like this at 7-Eleven.
This specific one?
This specific beer.
Really?
And I loved it.
Oh, wow.
So we'd have this beer stocked in studio. It'd be in our fridge all the time. So to me, this beer tastes like late nights, stressed, working on architecture projects and laser cutting.
Wow.
At 2 a.m.
That's awesome. I'm glad we picked it then.
It's a pretty nostalgic beer.
Yeah.
If you could hear that. It's a pretty nostalgic beer.
Yeah. So you like it, I take it.
But I think I
swear to God, it smells like Taco Bell.
Yeah, that's weird.
Okay, Mr. Beef Jerky.
Yeah. No, it smells like beef jerky. Yeah, it's strange. It smells like tangerine.
I've had tangerine before, though.
Yeah. Anyways, should we break this beer down?
Oh, yeah, let's do that. I legitimately forgot. This is the Citradelic Tangerine IPA from New Belgium Brewing. New Belgium Brewing is based out of Fort Collins, Colorado. This one has an ABV of 6% and an IBU of 50, and it's supposed to be served in a tulip-shaped glass.
They were using tulip-shaped glasses.
Tulip-ish. Now, New Belgium is interesting. I've had the brand before. Fat Tire is their big one.
Yeah.
Fat Tire's tasty.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a real tasty dactyl. New Belgium was founded by Jeff Lebish and he was inspired to homebrew Belgian-style beers in 1988 as he was riding his bicycle through European villages, which the bicycle had fat tires.
The more you know.
We're talking about beer.
Yeah.
He made his first 2 homebrews. One was a brown double with earthy undertones that he called the Abbey. The other was a well-balanced amber named Fat Tire. But to say the rest, as their website quotes, to say the rest is history is not giving enough credit to his wife, Kim Jordan, who was the first bottler, the first sales rep, the first marketer, the first financial planner, distributor, and CEO. Once they started selling it commercially, which they pretty quickly got a brewery. Then in 1996, they brought on Peter Braveheart, who was a brewmaster who had previously worked at Rodenbach. And then in 2009, Jeff was bored, or he was interested in other things, so he decided to move on from beer. But Kim and Peter and the rest of the team have taken on New Belgium.
Super interesting. Are they still together? Do you know?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Okay, that's
I
incredible.
actually didn't look that part up because this is about the beer.
Yes. That's a super interesting story.
Yeah.
So, wow. So he kind of started it. I mean, it was like his beast of...
He started brewing the beer, and then
his
they
wife
decided
just
together.
totally like...
Well, they both decided to start making it commercially.
But she just like propelled it forward and kept the whole thing
She
going.
Steve Jobs'd it.
Yeah, good for her.
Yeah, well, hey.
It's fucking awesome.
New Belgium's a great brand. It's interesting that it's so widely available around here, even though it's based in Colorado.
Yeah, Colorado, Belgium.
Yeah, the New Belgium. It was Bruges is Belgium, right?
I have no idea. I need to see the movie again.
Where the fuck is Bruges?
In Bruges.
In Bruges.
I think it's Belgium. Wherever there's fucking midgets.
Midgets. I fucking love that movie. That was top 5 for me.
Same with Max. Max loves that movie.
Max is a good man.
Yeah.
Cheers, Max. Oh, fucking, you sexy mustachioed bastard. It's hard to drink it like that.
Yeah. I bet.
Also, I'm sorry I made you listen to that.
That's okay. I felt it.
For Max. Get out of here. Wow. The tangerine is very subtle.
Really?
Like, I don't taste the tangerine. Maybe I just don't really know what tangerine tastes like.
I mean,
even though I've had it before.
I taste the IPA more than anything. Like, it's very IPA. You get that,
Definitely
that bittery
hops.
IPA-ness.
There's
yeah,
hops.
That hoppiness.
Big old hops.
But the tangerine's there.
Yeah.
I think a lot. Like, I can taste it a lot. Smell it. Get that Taco Bell fucking scent up in your nozzies.
Well.
It's tangerine.
I don't know. There's a lot going on.
So, a lot going on. You taste IPA.
Oh, wait.
So, bitterness. You
There
taste
it
Taco
is.
Bell.
There's a tangerine. No, I smell Taco Bell. Not so much anymore.
What else is going on?
I got the tangerine right at the end. There's like a... It's like a gum flavor for me.
Oh, yeah,
like
kind
bubble
of.
gum? A little bit.
Taste it. It's weird.
Like not
That's
quite
weird.
Not quite the bubble gum, like the actual flavor, but like there's after it loses its flavor, it still has a gumminess.
It's so weird that you didn't like. I didn't taste that until you said it, and now I can feel it. You're saying it. We're both thinking it.
My mind tell me no, but my body tell me. Yeah. My body's telling me, boy.
So there's complex. You've got gum. You've got the tangerine. You taste it now. A little bit of tangerine.
I could really taste that. Last one was super tangerine-y.
You've got the bitterness. What else? What's left?
I mean, the earthy hoppiness, but
Yeah,
that's
it's
just
earthy.
IPA.
A well
A well balanced.
a well balanced tangerine IPA with a splash of tropical fruit, tangerine, and citra hops that help elevate each and every sip.
We've had a couple before that had citra hops. The other fruit, maybe that's what the gumminess is. But so, on a scale of astronaut spaceman tang, which is concentrated fake tangerine,
Tang bang, thank you, Mang.
tang bang, thank you, Mang, to Led Zeppelin's tangerine, the penultimate epitome of anything tangerine. Tangerine. How many tangles will you dangle?
I would dangle objectively 7 dangles.
7 whole dangles.
7 whole dangles.
Dang
I love
dangles.
it, but I think a lot of it's nostalgia, not necessarily the flavor of the beer.
So that'll be 7 would be Tangela from Pokemon.
Yeah.
I would probably I agree.
Okay.
7.
Yeah. Well, then I'm changing it.
It's definitely gotten better the more the tangerine really comes out at the end. At least it did for me. But I mean, it was confusing at first, but not in a bad way because there's a lot going on in here. I enjoyed it. I would get that again.
Yeah, it's good. It's cheap. It's an IPA that you can get at 7-Eleven. Like, it's a good beer.
It's a relatively mild IPA too. It wasn't like too crazy hoppy. I mean, we have different scales than other people.
Yeah.
But because I like IPAs.
Yeah, I do too.
There's not a whole lot of beers I don't like.
Right. Well, I mean, thanks. I mean, the hoppiness I like, but the hoppiness I don't like is that we got to hop on out of here. Thanks for watching.
Like, share, and subscribe. We've finished our beers. We had a good conversation. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for
at your
coming.
house. You're welcome. Thank you for coming.
I haven't come yet.
Well, come on, man.
Until next week.
Until next week. It takes that long. Follow us on YouTube and Instagram. And then the end.
Bye.